Hi children, hope you are all keeping good at home. So we are again back with our grammar classes. Do you remember me? I think you do. We have an interaction in between with a class of students, and I think you are very happy meeting your teachers and your classmates in between through the interaction section that is happening on all Saturdays. So be safe at home, be healthy, and keep good. Okay. So I think you might have studied verbs. What do you mean by verb? Action words, isn't it? And you have gone through the lesson verbs, and now today we are just going into a little bit more into the verb and the three tenses related to verbs. Clear? So today we are going to study lesson 10, present tense. Before I tell you, you must know what is verb. So you know verb is a doing word or action word. And according to that, we are going to study tense. For studying tense, verb is very important. Clear? See, verbs tell us about the time of action. It's through the verbs we are going to identify the time of action, and that is what is called tense. Tense means it is the time of action. Sometimes we are doing the action now. Maybe you are there in front of your book. Okay, 1 hour before you were doing something else. And after 1 hour, you may be doing something else. That means the time changes. At present, you are in front of your mobile or your system or your laptop doing your work, doing your studies. 1 hour before, you may be doing something else. You might be playing, isn't it? And after 1 hour, maybe you continue your studies or you will do something else. So it shows 3 different times. Present, now what you are doing, and what happened 1 hour before, that is past, and what you will do after 1 hour, that is future. So that is time. Tense means it is the time of an action. At what time we do a particular action. See, mainly we have 3 tenses. How many tenses do we have? 3 tenses. So remember, we are just mentioning verbs as tenses, and it shows the time of action. And I told you mainly we have 3 tenses, and the 3 tenses, one is present tense. What do you mean by present tense? The action that happens now, that is present. What we do now, that is present. Then we have the past tense. What do you mean by past tense? The action that had happened is over. The completed action. That is past tense. And the third one is future tense. Future tense means the action that is going to happen in the future. So these are the 3 main tenses. Clear? So what do you mean by tense? It is the time of action. And how many tenses do we have? We have 3 main tenses. They are the present, the action that happens now, past, the action that happened before, and future, the action that is going to happen. So what were you doing yesterday this time? It was a past action. What will you be doing after 2 hours or tomorrow in the morning? That is future. What are you doing now? That is present. Is it clear? So 3 main tenses: present, past, and future. Now today we are only going to study about the present tense, and the first form of the present, that is simple present tense. Okay, so the lesson 10 is based on 2 present tenses, that is simple present and present continuous tense. But today we are just mentioning only the one form of present tense, that is simple present tense. And before that, we can know about what is present, what is past, and what is future tense. Clear? Present tense means I go to school every day. It shows an everyday action, a permanent action. Okay? Nowadays, this sentence is not applicable because you are not going to school. You are at home, isn't it? You are forced to be at home because of this corona, isn't it? Nowadays, we are not going to school every day, but we are at home, but we are having our studies at home, isn't it? So here, I go to school every day. It shows an everyday action, a permanent action. The action that happens every day. So remember, present tense is used to state an action that happens every day without any change, a permanent action. See past tense. I went to school yesterday. From the sentence itself, it shows that it is used to state an action that happened yesterday. It is past. Clear? If we are used to state an action that happened yesterday, then that tense is past tense. And see the verb here. Here we have the verb go, shows present. But when it becomes yesterday, what is the verb mentioned here? It is went. And we comes to the future tense. I will go to school tomorrow. From the sentence, it is clear, very clear that it is used to state an action that is going to happen in the future. Tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow you will go. See the change in the verb? See, go is the verb. It is in present form, shows the present action and the everyday action. And when it comes to past tense, here we have the word yesterday. Yesterday shows that past action, the action that is over, the action that had happened, and the verb becomes what? The past tense of go, that is went. And then the third tense, that is future tense. And from the sentence itself, we know that it is future from the word tomorrow. Tomorrow means the action is going to happen tomorrow, and the verb is will go. So these are the three main tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. So we are just moving on to present tense. We are going to study only the present tense and the two kinds of present tense, the two forms of present tenses in this particular lesson. And today we are moving on to the some more examples related to present, past and future. We brush our teeth every morning. We brush our teeth every morning. Here the verb is brush and it shows the everyday action. Every morning we brush, it's a habitual action. Okay, the permanent actions, the actions that happens every day. The sun rises in the east. What does it mean? It is also an everyday action, but also a general statement, a general truth that we cannot change. If we say the crow is black, the crow is black, it's a general statement that we cannot change. So those sentences are mentioned in simple present tense. Okay, so in simple present tense, what kind of actions we mention? We brush our teeth every morning. That every shows that it is an everyday action that happens permanently and it happens every day. It's as a habit. And the sun rises in the east. There also it shows rises in simple present tense. Shows it's a general truth that we cannot change. Is it clear? Next, you danced very well in the party yesterday. There, yesterday shows past action and the verb is danced. Some more examples related to present, past and also future. Renu sang songs in the concert. Here also sang shows past action, the action that is over. Okay. My parents will look after her. Will look shows future action. Will look shows the action that is going to happen. I will visit my uncle this Sunday. That is also going to happen in the future. So it is will visit. Clear? So now we can concentrate on the first two sentences. We brush our teeth every morning. That every shows it happens every day as a habit. So we can say it is a habitual action or everyday action, and the verb is brush. That is, it is in present tense. And the second sentence, the sun rises in the east. There, the action is a general truth, a truth that we cannot change. We are very sure that the sun rises in the east. Okay, so those kind of actions are stated in simple present tense. Just take your textbook, and there the verbs that tell us about the action that take place regularly can be stated in simple present tense. The actions that take place regularly. In the sense, it happens regularly every day as a habit. Clear? See the example, Rekha swims in the pool. Just see the verb there. Rekha swims in the pool. Ravi drinks a glass of milk every day. What is the verb here? Drinks a glass of milk. The girls swim in the pool. What is the verb here? Swim. So these sentences shows the action that happen every day or the action that happens at that particular time. Clear? And remember, just look at the verb here, Rekha, and the verb is swims. Here, the subject is Ravi and the verb is drinks. Here, the subject is girls and the verb is swim. Why didn't we add S to the verb? Think. What can be the reason? Here, Rekha swims. Here, Ravi drinks. But when it comes to girls, the verb is only swim. Why didn't we add S? What's the reason? Can you say? Yeah. The reason is Rekha. How many Rekha? Only one Rekha is singular. Clear? So, here the subject is only one person. That is singular. So, if the subject is singular, remember we have to add S to the verb. So, the verb becomes swims. Ravi. How many are there? Only one boy. So, again we have to add S to the verb. Here in the third sentence, the girls swim in the pool. Only one girl in the pool? No, we can see two girls are there. Isn't it? Girls, it is plural. So when plural comes, there is no need to add S to the verb. So remember, in simple present tense. Clear? In simple present tense, I told you, simple present tense is used to state regular action or general truth, just like we come across a sentence, the sun rises in the east. It is used to state those two things. But when we write simple present tense, we must be very careful in the usage of verb. Okay, be very careful while using verb. See here, if the subject is singular, there with the verb we have to add S. Rekha swims. Ravi drinks. But when the girls, the subject is plural, there we are not adding S to the verb. It is only swim. Okay. Now see the definition. Permanent facts or general statements are also expressed in the simple present tense. So the first rule is actions that take place regularly. We go to school every day. We brush our teeth every day. That is the actions that take place regularly, everyday actions. And simple present tense is also used to state an action that shows a general truth. That is permanent facts that we cannot change or general statements that we cannot change. Just like the sun sets in the west. Sun is singular, so we add S. The sun sets in the west. It's a general statement that we cannot change. The second one, the earth goes round the sun. The earth goes round the sun. Again, it is a general statement that we cannot change. It's a rule. So these kind of actions can be stated in simple present tense. Clear? Can we find out some more examples? See, I get up early every morning. Again, here shows everyday actions. And what is the verb? I get up. I, only one person, but even then, I is considered as plural in present tense. Clear? In present tense, I is considered, the subject I is considered as plural. So, what is the verb there? Get. She plays tennis every weekend. She, again the subject is singular. So, what is the verb here? Plays. There we add S to the verb to make it singular. So, she plays tennis every weekend. Cats like milk. What is the subject here? Cats. So, there is no need to add S or ES to the verb. Simply it is like. Is it clear now? The usage of simple present tense, it is used to state regular action and also permanent statements or truth. Clear? And the verb, remember, if it is singular, we have to add S or ES to the verb. We can go through some more examples. She goes to school by bus. Here the subject is she. So, the verb is goes. We add ES to the verb. Mrs. Gupta, again a singular person, practices yoga every day. Again here practices because Mrs. Gupta is a single person. It is a singular subject. So we have to add ES to the verb. Sorry, S to the verb. I buy milk from this store. Again, I comes. I told you in present tense, I is plural. So what is the verb here? Buy. There is no need to add S to the verb. Clear? The carpenter. Carpenter, only one person, uses. We add S to the verb. Uses a saw to cut wood. Nurses. Nurses is a plural subject. So, the verb is take. There is no need to add S. Nurses take care of patients. Is it clear? Now, some more examples. Tara. Tara is a singular subject. So, what is the verb? Bakes. For singular subject, we add S. Clear? On Fridays, we often go out for dinner. We is a plural subject. So, here the verb is go. We didn't add ES because the subject is plural. The children again plural subject. The verb is play. The children play badminton every evening. We visit our grandmother every weekends. We visit. Again, the subject is we, subject is plural. So, the verb is visit. The bus, singular subject. So, the verb arrives because we add S at the end of the verb to make it singular. Clear? The earth rotates on its own axis. Again here the earth, it's a general statement. It's a general truth. So the verb is rotates because the earth is singular. We add S at the end of the verb. So simple present tense is used to state regular action, everyday action. It is also used to state permanent actions or general statements. And remember, if the subject is singular, we have to add S or ES to the verb. Clear? Now, take your textbook there, exercise A. Fill in the blanks with the correct forms of the verbs given in brackets. Take a pencil and write it. Amina always dash her books from the shop. In the bracket it is buy. Amina always. Amina, is it singular or plural? Only one girl. So singular subject. The answer is buys. Amina always buys her books from this shop. Have you written? Good citizens dash all rules. Good citizens. It's plural. So is there any need to add s to the verb? No. So surely we can use obey. Good citizens obey all rules. Tabasum dash her grandparents on weekends. Tabasum is a name of a boy. So, is of a girl. Dash her grandparents on weekends. Visit. Tabasum is singular, so it is visits. Because the subject is singular, we have to add s to the verb. Ajit dash animals. Sure, it is loves because Ajit is a singular person. They dash the news daily. They, plural, so it is watch. There is no need for adding es to it. They watch the news daily. Is it clear? I think you all have written the answers in your textbook with your pencil. Have you all written it? Okay. Now, we move on to the assignment part. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs given in brackets. Just copy this down in your assignment notebook and write the answers. My brother and I dash in the park every day. In bracket, it is jog. Uncle Ray dash crossword puzzles. In the bracket, it is like. Jane dashed the coins in her piggy bank every week. Count. Laura and Tina dash pine cones from their backyard. It's collect. Unless we dash now, we can't be there on time. Start. Remember, simple present tense is used to state regular actions and general statements. And also, if simple present tense, if the subject is singular, remember to add s or es to the verb. Hope you understood. Thank you.